Okay, so Jay-Z got some people upset after making some comments on capitalism. He was in a Twitter Spaces meeting that included some notable people. DJ Khaled and NBC host Ari Melber was in there.
Yes. Yeah, and we're not gonna stop. This the hip hop is young. We still growing, and we're not falling for that technology, whatever you know this public puts out there. Now that before was the American dream. Pull yourself out of bootstraps, and you can make it in America. All these lies that America told us our whole life. Um, and then when we start getting it, they try to lock us out of it. They start inventing words like capitalist and things like that. I mean, we've been called nigger and monkeys and shit. I don't care. Those words y'all come up with, y'all got to come up with stronger words. When I say y'all, I'm not talking about you. The words they come up with, they got to come up with stronger words. We're not going to stop. We're not going to be tricked out of our position. Y'all locked us out. Y'all created a system that, doesn't include us. We said, fine. We went our alternate route. We created this music. We did our thing. We hustled. We fucking killed ourselves to get to this space. And, now it's like, eat the rich and think, man, we're not stopping. So that evolution is, from us, we came from selling 7 records and selling records out our trunk and, no radio play. And I think Reasonable Doubt did 36,000 the first week or something like that. I may be adding a little to it. So we come from I come from Marcy Projects. My first house, 615 Lexington Avenue. My grandmother's house, 7 families lived. Like, she has 7 kids. My mother and my parents and siblings lived in that house. My aunt Niecy lived in that house. Hootie lived in that house. Butchie lived in the basement. I mean, this is one house. I went back to that house. I did an interview with Oprah, and I couldn't believe how small this house was. That all of us lived in that house. So again, that evolution that you speak of, it's just real and it's happening in real time, and I'm talking about it. And we're not going to stop, and we're not going to stop talking about it. You're not going to trick us out of and make us feel ashamed to be successful in a place that set up a system for us to be dead at 21.
So
um,
I'm a little indifferent to this situation because I do understand where the critics are coming from. A lot of times these black celebrities, they're just too disconnected from what's happening in the black community. People speak on black business and many ignore, the obstacles that are there. And then also, these black celebrities, they get used as signs of success to those outside the black community. So it makes it seem like the community as a whole is progressing because a few black celebrities have a lot of money. But I kind of do understand where Jay-Z is coming from. Even though he does sound a little disconnected, I seen someone say Jay-Z capitalizes off the black struggle, or at least imply that. But I mean, I can't think of many artists that doesn't attempt to do the same thing. Somebody that Jay-Z brings up a lot, Basquiat. Basquiat himself posed for a magazine cover. I think many artists want to make money from their work. Now, I do think Jay-Z probably misspoke when he said capitalist, or probably didn't get his point out as clearly as he wanted to. There's not a lot of black ownership in media or hip hop, and I think he was saying how he and some others are trying to change that narrative. He's talking about the barriers he had to overcome regardless of stereotypes, but now that he's rich, he's being thrown in the same category as those that tried to lock him out. It's real tricky to kind of look at this because even though he mentions it, he himself is kind of towing a line of the pull yourselves from your bootstrap type of mentality, and that's why I understand where the critics are coming from. But I see a lot of people that are critiquing him, they seem to have socialist ideals. Some are saying he's trying to be some sort of revolutionary like Malcolm X, but I mean, honestly, to me, Jay-Z has always been a capitalist. He seems to pretty much be the model of capitalism in hip hop. And even with the latest conscious turn in his career, I mean, he's still always represented being a businessman to me. I don't know what the surprise is with Jay-Z's latest remarks. I mean, that's pretty much what I think he said he was his entire career, a capitalist. I think working as a group, demanding things while participating in capitalism is the way to go. Waiting around for full-on socialism, I mean, I don't really get it. First of all, I like owning stuff, and I'm sure many others do as well. So in the meantime, the Jay-Z approach, I understand. And then I also, understand how, capitalism is exploitative. I get that. But I mean, when a person wakes up in this country, they participate in capitalism. Some people want to start businesses. So, like I said, I'm indifferent to it. Can't fully say Jay-Z's approach is wrong, but I do know where people are coming from that are critiquing his standpoint. So yeah, anyways, that's it for now. If you can, please hit the like and subscribe button. I'm out.